Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome to Sport of the Week. Well, we normally go out and we cover baseball, soccer, hockey, sports most people are familiar with. This time we wanted to step outside the zone, but within the boundaries, and attention was focused this time on Aussie rules football, a sport that's now in its 10th year in North Delta. I didn't even believe we had a sport until Mike introduced me to it. We're joined by the president for the North Delta Aussie Football Association, Mike McFarland. And Mike, first off, congratulations on surviving 10 years. I'm impressed with that. But who came up with the initial concept of getting the program in Delta in the first place?
My son and his friends knocked on my door after I taught them and said, we want you to start a league. I said, I don't know how to do it. And they said, you're an adult, figure it out. So we did.
So you did from there. What was your membership like the first year?
28 kids the first year.
Wow. Yeah. And how did you get a park to play at? Because I know you play at Burnsview right now.
We approached the municipality. We asked about Chalmers school field. No one used it, so they said go ahead. And then we've grown so big that we had to move to Burnsview where we are now.
Wow, that's a big undertaking. What's the parents' involvement like? Pretty good?
Good. I think we have probably the best set of parents for any sport that there is in Delta at the moment.
You look over the 10 years that you're going, and we'll focus our attention back in the 10th year. When you started your 10th year, albeit you wanted to continue and have a successful season, did you think that it would grow to the magnitude it has now?
Not in the slightest. It never occurred to me that it would become what it's become. Thought a couple of years for my son and his friends to play a little footy, and that would be it. And it just keeps getting bigger every year.
You got parents that were involved in the first couple of years still involved now?
Yeah, I've got my vice president came in the second year, and does as much as I do, and we've got a few other parents that have been around since day one. Yeah, it's amazing.
What age do kids start at?
They have to turn 9 during the calendar year, and so as young as 8 to start with, and then right up to 18.
Would you consider it, because I know I've talked to some people, would you consider it like an aggressive or a violent sport?
Maybe years ago, but not anymore. We focus on the skills.
More of the skill set. I know now, because Marcus is playing now for the association, you're basically teaching them the real basics to start off.
Yeah, it's not a sport they don't see on TV. They don't grow up with it, so we have to start from day one with them, and we start with the skills, teach them the right way to do it, and then we let the fun take over, and that's where they really grow with it.
The thing that I'm impressed with is, I guess it was last year, Justin and myself went down to one of the schools, I believe it was up at Pinewood, and you were giving instructional programs to the school students. How is that working out?
That's been how this league has grown. We go into a school and we'll offer a free one-day program. Costs the school nothing. Always say bring the kids in and we'll teach them everything, and then we talk to them a little about playing, and kids like it. It's new, it's different, fun.
So the schools are pretty receptive to that?
Not as receptive as we'd like, but they're getting better, which is surprising. It's free.
Well, the interesting part about that, in conversation with different people, I hear that more sports are doing that or approaching the schools to do the same thing.
Yeah, we've had a couple sports come to us and ask us how it's worked out for us, and we've seen more sports come into it.
Kids, they started, you said 10 years ago. Any kids start 10 years ago and they're still in the program?
The last one graduated last year, but quite a few from the original year have now gone on to the senior men's competition, the senior women's competition, and to farther point, the national teams.
You have a women's program too?
Yes, we started, this is our 3rd year for a women's program. As the girls graduated, they wanted a place to grow, so we had to do something for them.
How many girls have you got signed up right now?
We've got 2 teams in the group, and I think we're going to have close to 25 players in the women's this year.
Last time we went out and did a broadcast, we had some of the girls playing on the guys' teams, and they don't take a back seat to anybody. They can be aggressive if they want.
Not in the slightest. The girls, they love it. They get to compete against the guys, even footing, and the girls don't take a step back.
Positions on the team, there's different positions, but how would you describe, somebody said describe footy. How would you describe it to them?
Organized chaos.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Is it a cross between soccer and CFL?
No, you're going to find a bit of basketball, volleyball, soccer, football, rugby, athletics, kind of all mixed together, so it touches on so many different sports.
Important for the kids to be in some type of shape when they go there?
To a certain degree, but the way we've structured the junior league, we've made it so you don't have to be as physically fit as some sports, so that no one exclusion. We don't want to exclude anybody, so we will find a spot. If the kid is a little less in shape, a little less athletic, just learning sports, we'll find a spot for them.
One thing I've noticed is that the kids are, safety is first and foremost for you.
Oh yeah, we want to make sure that they're in a safe environment. It's a new sport. The fear of the unknown, the parents think the kids are going to get hurt. We make sure that they don't have that fear. One time out with us, they'll know that we're taking care of their kids.
You've taken kids to the national program as well.
Yeah, over since 2007, we've put over 40 kids on one of the 3 national teams and taken them to Australia.
Yeah, the Australian trip. I know you took some boys down to Australia last year.
Yeah, we took 24 under 19s to Australia last year and had a very successful trip.
When you're talking about successful, how would you define successful?
We should have won 3 games out of the 4 we played.
Well, that's good crowds down there too.
We had great support. They just loved us down there. The kids got their little bit of celebrity for a while, so they enjoyed it.
And you've got a website up that's running, and I should say very easy to manipulate around it too.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's getting better all the time. It's www.ndfooty.org.
And that's there. They can get a hold of you. Your contact information's on the site.
My contact details are there. They can come down to the field. We're easy to get hold of, and we'll answer any question. We just want everybody to try it.
Well, for a sport that's been going around for 10 years, you said you were surprised to see it around. I'm surprised because I didn't even know it existed until you and I bumped into each other a few years back and did the broadcast. Hopefully we can come down and do another game or 2 for you this coming year.
Oh, I hope so. You guys have been a great help to us and got us out there in Delta, and we're just expanding on everything we're doing in the community now as well.
Lastly, before I forget, you've got a fundraiser coming up. I believe it's April the 14th.
It's more so a celebration of 10 years.
Okay.
And our new sponsor is going to put on a barbecue, and everybody that comes to the field is going to be fed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is that Earl's?
It's Earl's at Strawberry Hill, yeah.
Okay, well, I know you've got good sponsorship on board, and you've got a great group of parents and all that. Mike, I want to wish you all the best for the sport this year, and hopefully we'll talk to you in another 10 years as long as I'm still around here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll still be going.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
It's been great talking to Aussie Rules football, and you can go on the website, you can check it out, visit the Sportsway website, promote your sport for the sporting community of Delta. Till next time, if you don't play sport, at least be one.